man, freaking phone cut off on me. But back to this freaking Elmo. You gotta brush your teeth. You gotta brush your teeth, right? It was like, I just made this other video where I was talking about how in the movie, men who stare at goats, they even said in the movie, they said, there's more true in this movie than you would think, than it appears. Like, the movie seems like way outlandish, but it's actually, that's really what happened. Kind of, sort of a kind of like thing. But there was a part where they were torturing a guy in some secret base that ain't supposed to be there. And they had him in a freaking, like, basically like a rubber room, and they just played Barney. I mean, just even by listening to that, it's a very hypnotic, inductive sounding harmony. You know what I'm saying? It's anything that's like monotone and bland. It can actually lower your vibrations to the point where you just kind of phase out. You know, and this freaking I got freaking hypnotized by this freaking kids show that was going on the phone just in the background. And another thing I noticed about it, man, I mean, this is really deep, man. This is bad. I'm not proud. I've seen quite enough porn to, like, look, to be able to hear it off in the distance. You know what I'm saying? Freaking, and something about the way they twerk the freaking beat in the chorus, it kept going, it kept having these oys, these kind of like, it's in the even the beat, it got cheesy, and it sounded like cheesy porn music. Like, you know how there's always that little in the background, kind of freaking like like it's trying to get you in that mode. It's like really like repetitive, and like you can almost tell that the music's like really like instinct, like really primal freaking. There's nothing to it. It's just there kind of like to it charges the atmosphere of the what's going on the TV screen. It's magic, basically. It makes it sound like something really fucking like awesome and spectacular is going on, but it's really just freaking. It ain't even like that. But but if you're not careful, it'll get you like that, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like and they make it so available now. Like, I remember when I was a kid and I used to sneak and order like topless stripper chicks on, these little movies. When I was young, man, you know what I'm saying? It was like, that's very embarrassing, kind of freaking stupid. It's just somehow it's like a weapon. Sex is a weapon. It really is, and it might not even be necessarily your partner that's using it on you. It might be the culture, the state, Like, I heard the Russians had a technique where they would flood before they took over. They flooded pornography to the people, and it kept them really distracted. And like, it's like, in a way, thinking about sex too much really just is an energy vampire, and it'll steal all your time, and it's all in your imagination. And then you'll be doing the like, masturbation is basically, it's almost like homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it isn't. It's one step outside of homosexuality, because really and the other thing, it's like and when it comes to porn, they're trying to get you to be comfortable with another guy in the room. Like, really, that's the way I see it. It's not, even though they focus mostly on the woman's parts, but they're trying to desensitize you to another man in the room. And they don't show you, like, if you would have watched the tape continue on, that dude would have been banging a dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's freaking gross. But that's where all this stuff leads to. It's the same thing, like I said about Dare, because they asked me when when I was like 9 years old about all these different drugs. They're the ones who actually, I didn't even really realize drugs was there till they started asking me about it. Then same thing with sexual education. If you teach kids stuff they don't need to know about too young, they will become obsessed with it, and when they're adults, they'll be molesters, they'll be targets for pimps, they'll end up on pornography, uh, and other disturbed people will be watching, touching themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be it's a big sick. It's really unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Because it sets you up with this kind of unrealistic kind of expectation out of sex. You know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is, they don't come at you gay straight on. Uh, it's all a trick just to get you, like, it's I believe it. I believe that now. Yeah, that it's like basically it's all leads to gayness basically. And when you teach the kids this type of stuff, you're really damaging them, man. It's like, look, STDs are real, man. People die from the booty, from the coochie. You know what I'm saying? They die from that shit. And you think it's a good idea to teach little children this nasty stuff that just vampires people's lives, like people with prostitute problems. That's just as bad as smoking crack, man. I mean, uh, you'll, yeah, it's like you turn your wheels, man. It's like, you ever seen someone hold the brakes down and then freaking hit the gas and then the fucking tire spins and smokes, but it doesn't go anywhere. That's really what that whole system is there for. I mean, basically, and it's really, like, it's really stupid, man. Actually, at some point in time, it just becomes like another kind of freaking like distraction, kind of like uh, I don't even know how to say it all the way, but it's just like, look, it's not good for the kids, and I heard even that porn producers went into child's cartoons, like they started making them, and look, and it's obvious. And listen, this kid was this a toddler, like 2, 3, something like that, like young. Like, look, and literally she listened, because I listened to it too, and it wasn't constant. They like switched the beat, and then they would go back and play the "You gonna brush your teeth." Look, and that literally is brainwashing, because look, all day, me as an adult, aware of it, conscious of it, it keeps popping in my fucking head. You gotta, even if I went and brushed my teeth, the song would still be there. Look, that is brainwashing. That is brainwashing how it works. They are brainwashing people with the freaking television. Children with harsh, like, literally that thing. Like, I felt uncomfortable. Like a woman. If someone goes and stares right at her breast, and then she goes like this, look, her body language, look, she goes and she puts her arms over her chest like that. That's the way I almost felt when I heard that freaking Elmo, and it was a fucking. I'm telling you, it was porno. It was a. I wish I would have hit my sound recorder and then freaking really compared. I mean, no, I see people like me can't be watching. I can't go like too deep into that realm there, because I got too much freaking. I'm too susceptible to it, because when I was a kid myself, I found the dirty boob magazines. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, and I learned about stuff that you ain't supposed to know at that young, and it gave me problems. You know what I'm saying? Freaking throughout the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? It disrupted the process, man. Uh it's not, it didn't happen naturally. I realize now that this is conditioning. This was done intentionally, because I'm not the only person that went through these same kind of little avenues. You know what I'm saying? To get there. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like your view of the whole sex in general is twisted from the very fucking beginning, because that's the first shit